Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. What's up, crypto crew? Before we start, Sean is back with another coin video. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and show us some love. Feel free to follow us on Twitter at BTC Bubble No. 26, thank you for your help. You can also find us at Bitcoin Bubble one-on-one chat. We have classes and ebooks to help you learn. Please find below a list of all of our social media links. You can also join our private Patreon page. As of right now, the market caps are worth about $2.45 trillion. Up to 54.4% of people now use Bitcoin. In the last 24 hours, 17% of the market is made up of Ethereum. What do we see in the shop? Let's just sort this out, shall we? You know cats live in a world of dogs. That joke is really popular right now. It's up 14% dog with half 10% Dogecoin. So we can see that there are about 3 jokes in the top 5. To see this, look at the 75% Beam XRP helium explosion over the last 7 days. Who has the most gain? That's right, we want more dog with cat jokes. Helium has been doing pretty well all year. Avalanche is making up for Jupiter's takeoff. Pepe Injective has been trading, and it looks like the altcoin market is about to get really hot. Before we take a closer look at, there are other coins that are looking at Bitcoin. This is from Stock Money Lizard. The big boys have been loading up the rocket, which should leave by the end of Q4. What are you showing me now? It's been 14 days. So each of these lights shows 14 days, which is almost a month's worth of price changes. After the halving and post-halving, you can see that we're in this kind of sideways channel. Once we blast out of this blue box, it's off to the races. We might get some more sideways shop in the next few months. In 2025, this resistance could be turned into support by a repeat of the upper limit of this channel. This would allow the price to continue rising above 200,000. What are we interested in? The price of Bitcoin right now is 67.4K, which is the same as the quarter before. You can see that these past high points were all in 2017, peak from 2021, and then the peak that will happen when this bull market ends. Could it show up again and test this level? It was Stockman Lizards who showed us that. This green box can hold up to about $250,000. Could this be by the middle of 2025? It's possible. We're very positive, as you can see. The Gaussian channel on the 2-week chart turned green, and the 20-day moving average acted as support. Take a look at this pattern right here. One zoom in shows this. This could be some kind of flag pattern that's just playing out. If we pull this up from the bottom to the top and back down to the bottom leg to see how low or high it might go, it will cost us up to $175,000. Can we definitely go over that amount and zoom out on the charts? Check it out. Let's get rid of this, and we can see that we are seeing Elliott waves. This is the macro order. We need to pull back one wave. This was wave 3 of the pandemic dump. It was the 21st century bull cycle, and we had a rolling flat correction, ABC. This is wave 4, and we are now in the middle of wave 5. And if we zoom in on wave 5 from the bottom to the possible top, here we can see wave 1, wave 2, and right now we're in wave 3 right now. In the next month or two, we could see a rising trend going into Q4 that leads to a price of 100,000. After that, there will likely be a wave of selling that happens near the end of the year, depending on how low we go. No one knows once this peak is reached. You can look at the extensions. However, this could be a sell-off to rebalance the books at the end of the year, and then once this reaches its lowest point, the last off tours in 2025, this could be our cycle peak, and look where we are now. Let's make this chart bigger once more. Every time we're in this kind of channel, this blue line crosses over. Going back up to the old all-time high right here, up to the old all-time high, as soon as we see the blue cross, it's race time. It looks like Mickey Bull has more great rises in store for altcoins. It's possible to find a positive divergence. Showed up a lot like what he thinks will happen in 2016. Let's look at the maps. Take a look here. His tools are the RSI and only the price movement. This is the crypto total market cap minus Bitcoin, making it a 2.5. There is a positive cross and some moving averages. Already we had this bullish cross and this retracement. Now we need to see that price bleed back down to repeat this moving average before it goes up again. What do you know? We went back down since the moving average. Are we going to see this huge rise to the upside? And is it possible that this will reach $3 to $4 trillion? Crypto market cap without Bitcoin. So take a look at this secret bullish divergence that makes a lower low. Take off. Will that rocket take off and go to 2025? Bullish setups everywhere. The game of trades says that even though these setups are happening, now is a great time to make money. credit card failures are going up very quickly. This is true for people of all ages, so no one is safe from this, especially the younger ones. More people than ever before are between the ages of 18 and 28. This is even worse now that there is over $1 trillion in credit card debt, and interest rates have reached 21.59%. This is not good. Credit card failures are on the rise right now, which means that these debts are very late. What does this mean? Will stores be as strong when they come back? As of now, people are living off of credit cards because they don't have any more intangible funds to spend in these markets. This is because of rising prices for food, rent, and other things that make up daily life. The news about Elon Musk is pretty bad. Look at where we are with the loss of value of the dollar. There was the silver piece, the silver-backed dollar, and the greenback, which wasn't backed by anything. We're somewhere between these 2 points, which is the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. If this continues, there will be chaos in the streets, and anyone with a gun will be useless. But will the United States be able to recover? The price of Bitcoin has quickly gone through the roof because of wild rumors that Donald Trump will set up a Bitcoin strategic reserve in the United States. Will Trump actually do this? While he is still in the race for president, he will be speaking at the upcoming Nashville Bitcoin gathering. Many people think that this is where he will make a big announcement. Even though Kamala Harris and Joe Biden dropped out, he is still in the lead. Do you know if this will happen? People who print money in the US just print Bitcoin and buy it. This is a lot like what Michael Saylor does in the mini strategy game. His stock price going up is just making money for him. But he sells those stocks and buys Bitcoin. Does Trump have something like that planned? This is the last video we have for you. It's true that the Department of Justice owns more Bitcoin than you think. Check it out. So yes, he will say some nice things about Bitcoin here at the meeting. Do you think that these nice things said about him might mean that he'd be open? It is a backup currency for the United States. Yeah, that was talked about a bit on X this week. It might be something that is really hard to do. That being said, it's possible that the Justice Department holds around 200,000 Bitcoin, making the US the biggest Bitcoin holder. They could easily move that to the Department of Treasury and start right there with 13 billion Bitcoin, so it might be hard to get it done. However, the Justice Department is now in charge of these Bitcoins. They've been a random seller in the space. If they switch from being a random seller, which could bring down the price of Bitcoin, to a long-term hodler, that could raise the price. That might be great for the room and cause prices to go up.